Afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for taking the time for meeting us today. It's match day -1, South Africa versus DR Congo for the 2026 CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. This will be the second leg. A few house rules before we start. As you direct your questions, please mention the media house that you're representing and then ask your question. And just ensure that your questions are related to the match and WAFCON. No, just a few house rules. Before we start, we welcome here acting head coach, Coach Thinasonke Zungu. Before we open the floor for questions, Coach, any opening remarks?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon or evening? Afternoon. I think we are happy to be here. Happy to be playing home after a long travel to DR Congo. It was a nice trip, but good thing about it is that we got the results we wanted. We really wanted that away goal, 1 or 2. We managed to get one. And coming back home, we have the full squad now. In Congo, we didn't have our players that are based in Mexico. Then now gives us options in terms of offensive players. 4 of them, they are playing as attackers. So which is good for us. We lacked a little bit of that in the second half of that game in Congo. So we are looking forward to the game tomorrow and hopefully we get the results we want.
Joseph from Sports Coach, welcome back. Personally, the pitch is looking good. So far, preparations before they get physical, they start mentally. You just said Uti in Hamid and got the point that you were the goal that you wanted. What's your strategy going forward?
I think we want to win. The approach, obviously, from tomorrow will be completely different. Like I said, the personnel that we have for this game, it gives us so many options. As we know that we are blessed, we have a team that has players that are very versatile. So when you see a lineup tomorrow, don't be surprised when you see players playing in a position that they didn't play on the first leg. We expect, first of all, we'll be happy if we can get the crowd that was here yesterday. That's 1. 2, we want to win the game. I think players want to go back to Morocco. So we know the only way for us to go to Morocco is to win the game tomorrow.
Missing those 4 players, how much of it crippled you without talking, she did mention, without talking about all the logistics that led to us not having these players in camp? How much of it became a maybe a reality check moment for you as a coach? I don't have these players. Where do I go from here? And how can you look into your replacements, if I may call them? Did they deliver the goods?
I think they did. I think it was a blessing somehow. We had an opportunity to start to Bonono. Bonono, she's 17-year-old. And she was very good. She gave us so much options in terms of going forward. She's a typical number 9. Doesn't play completely different to what Utembi gives us as a striker or Hilda gives us as a striker. So that was a blessing to see other players getting a chance to play. She was our standby player for WAFCON, so we didn't see her against the top teams. So it was good to see that she's ready to play, to step up and play for this team. And also, Unox didn't get much of a game time in Morocco last WAFCON, and she had a good game again. So it was not good to have some of the players that we wanted, but also it was a blessing for those who had an opportunity to play. It gives us now a little bit of headache to who we must choose tomorrow to start. Yes,
Coach, we saw over the weekend when Paris played a DR Congo team, and and tempers will flare sometimes. How have you prepared the team psychologically, to deal with some psychological strategies that the opposition might try to implement?
I think the difference to our game and Pirates is that Pirates had to play 3 goals. for them to come with strategies like that, they must go first and then change the game to like that. So Bona, they had the advantage that Paris was leading, they were leading 3-0. But they are, it's a team like typical team from Congo, very physical. You'll see them tomorrow, very physical, aggressive. Everything is with speed and power. So we are ready for that. What will work for us tomorrow is not to compete physical to physical. I don't think we win those physical battles. Just to play our normal game, which is a position-based game. We did that in the first half last game, and we had so many opportunities to finish the game first half. So if we can start the game like we started the game last week and convert our chances, I'm sure that we can create one or two or three or four chances first half that everyone will say that is a clear chance. If you can convert those chances, they won't have a chance. But they must first score, and I won't give them that chance.
Coach, Ntunzi is my name from Modela News.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Coach, as you spoke about the tomorrow, the approach, what will be, because as you said that you got the results away, and tomorrow you tending to rest some of the players, and again, you spoke about the audience as well. You said the audience will motivate the players. So please, can you tell us what really results are you looking for tomorrow?
That's the obvious one. That's the easy one. You need a win tomorrow. And I think for the audience, in Congo, we were in total control of the game, like in terms of performance. I was very happy with the performance. We controlled all areas of the game. But what really worked for them was their supporters. I think second half they really pushed them. So if Natu can start the game with that, and Tina is a team making sure that we play the way we want to play. And then, like I said, the previous question, I'm definitely sure that we're going to create chances. The problems that we had in the previous game and the problem that we've been trying to correct the past 2 games, past 2 days of training, is finishing our offensive play. Sometimes we get into the final third, but you don't finish the action. They're a team that plays in a counter. So if you don't finish your actions, they win the ball, they pass behind you, and then they run. So those are the areas that we said we must fix on going to this game. Finishing our actions in the final third, convert the half chances that you're gonna get, then we might win this game.
Coach, I mean, I've watched with great interest the return of Tembi Hassan. Usually going to have her back into the team, and what does she bring? Looking at the break that she took and coming in now, who's South Africa?
We all know Tembi. And before she even steps in the field of play, she takes off the pressure from other players. Because she'll tell you in the press conference, the only question they ask me is Tembi coming from this game. So it shows Uti Nabo, they are worried about her presence. So before we even touch the game, it happened in the past where Utembi has the ball out, we'll have 3 or 4 defenders around her. Then it gives us space because other players now are free to play. We are hoping that they can come up with that tactics to say, let's try to stop Utembi. And then we can have other players that are good enough to play if Utembi has those 3 or 4 players around there. But obviously, before we went to AFCON, Utembi was part of the co-group, co-captain of the team. She's a senior player. We know that if she's on the field on a day, she can score 1 or 2 goals. We hope that she's coming back to a national team. It was an important break for her. That's why the team allowed for her to have that break. She's coming in now ready, fresh, and mentally fit to be part of this team. But more than anything, we are happy to have her.
Coach, on a fatigue of traveling, when you look at your players, physically or otherwise?
I think we must thank Congo for playing that game on Wednesday, because now it gave us 4 days to prepare for this game. So we didn't have time to prepare for the first one because we arrived in Congo on match day -2, and we couldn't do much. We had players that were playing in our league on Sunday, and we traveled on Sunday. So on Monday we could only do a regen and start up for I think it was 7 players that could train on Monday. So we only had a full team on match day -1 in Congo. So coming back home now, we had four sessions to prepare for this one, and I think we are okay. We are happy that we could have matched them minus 3, 2, and 1 today. So fatigue, yes, we had fatigue going there, but for this game tomorrow, we are fresh. We are good to go.
Coach, prior from 15 years. Coach, football is a game of surprises.
True.
Yes. I've just heard you talk about you want to win, but you haven't spoken about your last defense that you don't want to concede. Because same as you score goals, they must score goal against you. You must earn one
True.
here at home. What is your plan on your last defense?
I think I responded the question about Pirates that we know exactly their threat. Their threat is the front three. Even tomorrow, if you come here, we know their threat. Their threat is the front three. So Ikemia was based on transition. So if our rest defense is okay, I think we'll minimize the chances of them scoring. Yes, it's a game of, like previous game, they scored from our mistakes. If we can have a good counter press, stopping them from playing in a counter, and then minimizing our mistakes so that they can create chances, then I can say we can win this game. But yes, I want us to win this game. I'm going to write it up. May us win. Yeah. Yeah.
Coach, on that winning note, you've been into the AFCON. I mean, I remember I was there with you. We stayed almost 4 weeks with the squad in Morocco. That feeling of winning, that feeling of being the the team to look out for from all the other teams. Do you think our players I understand that euphoria that you can even think back to the day of the final where you found Moroccans walking hundreds and hundreds of meters and kilometers towards the stadium as early as 11 o'clock in the morning? Are our players there mentally? Which anaibamba egrasp that hunger, and also those who were not there, of course, we've got those who were there before. Ubacija kanjani coach ukuthi babe on par with those that have seen it all?
I think going to 2023, 2022 AFCON, we lost 2018. So we knew the pain of losing in the final. And 2022, the players really wanted to win. And going to the previous one, everybody thought Banyana would go there and defend, and it wasn't like that. Most of the African teams have improved, and it was really, really difficult to play in terms of the tournament trends. Normally in WAFCON, most of the teams would sit back and play on counter. Now teams don't play like that, so it means the game is improving. And for this one, preparing for this one, I think they know what's at stake when attempt. They know we must win today. I mean tomorrow, because if we miss that, it means we don't have a chance to go to 2027 World Cup. We have players that have been in that 2018, 2022, and last year. I mean, and the previous one. So they know the feeling of winning. They know the feeling of going there as a champion and coming back home early with nothing. So they know everything. So we just hope that they pass that information to the new players. But once you taste the World Cup, you want to go back. That's one thing for sure. Once you taste the World Cup, you want to go back. And the third part is that if you want to go back, if you want to go to Brazil, you must pass this hardly a Congo and then go to Morocco and fight for a top 4 position. So they know.
Coach, obviously, as a standing coach until further notice, are you implementing new ideas, coach, or is it still the same approach as when you're working with coaches?
It's the same approach. It's the same team, same players, same approach. And we do communicate with coach. Yes, she might not be present at training. Obviously, when you talk to the team, or the way I talk to the team, the way she talks to the team might not be the same in terms of the approach, but the message is the same. So we haven't done anything much to change the team. Just normal training stuff, and then when she comes back, she's gonna come back very soon, and then she takes over again.
What is it that, just on a follow up on that, what is it that you miss about having Udez? I know you guys are the sisterhood is tight, and during such times, you would be the one who's cooling her down when she gets hot, and she'll be the one cooling you down when you're hot. And
Yeah.
it looks like like Wamanji, you are probably on your own, if I may use that reason.
No, I think it's been tough weeks for coach. Besides her being around in the team, so it's been tough for everyone. You know that she's dealing with a personal issue, but if you know someone that is not okay, and obviously, like you're saying, sisterhood, we are not okay past few days, but we are happy that everything is coming okay now. Should be obviously the team being a leader, like you're saying. Sometimes I shout, sometimes she cools me down, sometimes she shout, sometimes. So maybe we're gonna miss that for tomorrow's game. But other than that, we are happy that she's gonna come back.
Can we just take this moment, Coach? Sister Dobsonville, it's a walk away. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, again, on the contrary, Orlando Pirates is playing a cup game across town, Orlando Stadium,
Wow.
same time with you guys. Of course, that will
Yeah,
integrate both associations.
yeah.
But to invite all these people who will be walking to the stadium, seeing that you need bums on seats.
I think your first question, I said, if you can have the crowd that was here, I know that it was any team there, but we really need supporters. I said I answered one of the questions by saying, in Congo, the time we were really coming from them, my supporters ababasizile. So siyabacela ama-supporters nxa ngikhulume language yami mhlawumbe bazongizwa prathemba cela ama-supporters azosupporta. We really need them tomorrow, and it's only 90 minutes plus we squad qualify for WAFCON, so we can't do it on our own. We really need them to come and support us. They can just walk. We really appreciate. Yeah. Sabo.